Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
Two touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 55 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
2 yards.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the Lions' 32-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now Tua. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Devin Duvernay.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. So here are the Lions Dolphins now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Mariota. That goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Switzer on the return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive.
And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
First down, Miami.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
9 yards.
Plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And this will pin them back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth. Like that, that definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here at 1st and 10. That run successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Thomas Morstead in punt formation.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati. So now trying to make amends. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Mariota. And the flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw Mariota. And his throw is going to be incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
A sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes takes it inside the 40. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On second down, Mariota again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Intended for number 15. Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out.
He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
Good spot. Maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to pass. Tua.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On second down, Tua. And Cooks has it over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23.
And Cooks.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Tua now on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The 11-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Dolphins.
This is Barkley. And they'll They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's Barkley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
Sanders on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A 10-play drive that time.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throw left side to start the drive is complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the gun, Mariota. Batted in the air, now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially.
After reviewing the play, the running on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
21-yard line.
Now Mariota. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Mariota again. And this one's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on.
And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this carries into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out.
And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
So we're at halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
21. Lions.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
On the stop. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mariota to throw it this time. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Mariota. And will not get the connection there, and it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it'll be 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line.
And Mariota going to run on the option.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
4 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Mariota to throw it. Screen play, Johnson. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Complete to Ty Johnson.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground. Johnson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Trenton Cannon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. Space to maneuver at the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Barkley on the carry.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got it.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Sanders is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing who the play call is.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They go play action. Mariota. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as
Picked in the air, intercepted. Picked off at the 48. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back at the 10.
That keeps the score Dolphins 30.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Drive starts with a completion, left side. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play action now. Mariota. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
To Ty Johnson. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, it's Mariota. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing in the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll throw again. Mariota. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking to pass to it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jamie Collins. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Complete to Devin Duvernay. It's a gain of 15, but it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down there, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To the air again, Mariota. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Fourth down, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
He's brought down at the 42-yard.
Carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Again, it's Barkley. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he can't hang on to it. That one is sealed it. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mariota to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mariota. Now a desperation throw. He's got it at the 15. And he's across for a touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And they can't convert. It's incomplete. But they still have the lead here in the final moments of this game. And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game.